Joining us on the Breakfast Show is the young man behind the award, an athlete himself who specializes in long jump and I think 400 meters. Ese Ogene Oguma. Welcome to the Breakfast Show this morning.
It's a pleasure being here.
Right. Everybody is talking about joy. You know, the NSA Awards, of course, you will agree with me, is a big award that encompasses everything. Why the Athletics Hit Award? Why do we need another award?
The Athletic Hit Awards is basically focused on recognizing and rewarding home-based athletes, you know, who have done well over the season. We noticed that most times the Nigerian athletes don't get recognized. They run all year and get no reward. And we came up to say, myself, Toluwani Adebaki and Ruth Sora, we came up to say, why don't we just set up a platform where we could actually reward fellow athletes like ourselves who are doing well as a form of encouragement through our platform called Athletic Hit.
I thought this year was the year for joy. I mean, we've not had local athletes come so good like Joy Udo Gabriel in recent years, basically. And the NSA Awards showed that.
Yeah.
She got rewarded for her excellent performance. But you guys aren't going to have her on your... What, you nominated her earlier, then suddenly you dropped her. Could you just tell us what this thing is about? Why are you dropping her?
I think it's something I wouldn't want to discuss. It's between Athletic Hit and her management. We couldn't get to an agreement over some issues, and we decided to have the awards without her. It's sad, you know, because Joy is actually a very good athlete. It's a very great year for her. We see her as the next Okagbare in the country, and she actually deserves some recognition, but we couldn't reach an agreement with her management team, so we had to sadly drop her.
Well, when image right issues come like this, the assumption is about money. Are they asking to be paid to be rewarded for her excellent performance?
I wouldn't want to speak about it, basically, because it's not something I want to talk about, I would say. But Joy is a great athlete, I would say.
Locally, the Athletics Federation of Nigeria hasn't been able to organize a lot of events. They've received the stick, you know, for not being able to coordinate themselves, being able to coordinate itself. The president of the federation, some members of the board divided, and we didn't have a lot of events locally. So how are you going to, what parameters are you going to use? What events are you going to use to gauge the performance of athletes and then reward them?
This year we had about, we had a few golden leagues. We had 4 golden leagues. They had the national trials, though it was cancelled due to some issues. But then we also had about 6 international competitions where local athletes, thank God for the AFN, because they try to involve more local athletes competing for Nigeria this year. So we have a lot of Nigerians who represented Nigeria at different international competitions, including Rosemary Chukuma, who actually had a medal at every competition she attended this year, every international competition.
Well, I can see the list of nominees for the awards, about 50 of them in different categories. Could you just tell us how this would work? How do you select these athletes? Who are the people selecting them? Is it a panel? Is it by voting? Who are those who are voting? Could you let us know?
Well, the Athletic Hit Awards, we are athletes ourselves, so we don't get involved in the nomination or selection of the athletes. We have a panel of 3 coaches, Coach Uremu Adu, Ibrahim Friday, and Coach Olusule, who we brought on board for them to select and nominate these athletes, 6 of them per category. We have 9 categories up for voting, and then we'll put it online for people to vote and get the best athlete.
That means if I'd like to vote for an athlete, all I just need to do is go there, make my vote, and how many times can I vote?
Well, you could vote multiple times per day. I mean, it's unlimited voting. You could just keep voting for your favorite athlete to stand chance of winning.
So how credible would such an award be if I can vote many times for one person because I want that person to win?
I mean, it's quite credible because aside the aside the voting, we're also looking at some other criteria to select, especially the winners.
Okay.
Because you know, most of these athletes have very good season than others, so we are also looking at some other criteria for selection.
So, tell me, this year's award, what's so special about it, different from last year's award? Just briefly.
Well, this year's award is going to be greater because you have more people on board. You have more athletes. This year we're deciding to reward them. We're not just giving empty plaque. I mean, awards is more than just giving a plaque. We are giving them financial rewards as well. You know, there's money that's coming with top 3 nominees, top 3. The first, second, and third are going to get certain amounts of money. So I think that's something they should all look forward to, and everybody should look forward to being top 3, especially the winner. It's going to have something good.
Thank you so much. SL Gene Oguma Athletic Heat Awards, right?